No. Some of your fucking sessions have been shuffled. Some of them are above. Yeah, so I'm a little dumbass, and some of them I put a hyphen where king is, and some of them I did not. Whatever, bot, shut up. You're dumb. Wrong game, bot. You got it right in my Discord, but you didn't get it right on fucking Twitch. Whatever. Hello, welcome to the Pharaoh-King's Blade Arc 2 Nedoran Reclaimation. Where we last left our heroes, they've been sort of faffing about while they wait for the festival to start, as it's soon. They're just waiting until nighttime to go and travel to it. While they've been waiting, they've been treating the elder drakes that are in the rear and healing them from their affliction with Ethereum. The festival is, well, it's a festival of the Lindworm. Or is it Festival of the Worm? No, it's Festival of the Worm. Because, well, in technicality, they worship a worm. Though, you guys have gained allies with the Northern tribe. As Yin and his brother Yang are essentially the leaders of this tribe. They were the chieftains of the previous, when they were separated tribes. You were told that there's also a priestess, and then the great chieftain of the tribes. But there was also others of the eastern and southern tribes, which you will learn about whilst there. The priestess comes from the eastern tribe, the chieftain comes from the south. You guys can skip till nighttime, or you guys can continue RPing what you guys were doing. I think you guys were fucking with the rocks.
Yeah, what were we doing?
Fucking with the rocks.
Well, we dragged multiple of the corrupted rocks away and they exploded. I don't know what we were actually doing. It's been too long.
Somebody's patron, blood patron, cough cough, arrived and helped you just get rid of such things. Right?
Oh, yes, the lolly.
The Lady Ariandel. Oh, she's only a lolly right now because she's low on power and blood. She loses her form that she prefers to use and goes back to, well, child form because, yeah. She's actually really old and is originally a gnome. But she actually prefers a form where she's taller than anyone else. She just needs her spawn to send her blood or new pawns. Not pawns, that's wrong. New fledglings.
I do wonder, since Talon is not here, what will his character be doing?
Talon is probably gonna return home. Yeah.
He's gonna break for another roof. Fact ho.
Yeah, no, Talon will be returning home to Nedora and just, like, living out life there, doing little tasks for the Pharaoh-King.
He's gonna be a librarian for the rest of his life.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they are no longer part of the campaign because they had... life has gotten rambunctious.
So, we are down to an elf and lots of old people in the party.
That's not, like, that wrong, except for Luke's... Well, I guess Luke is, like, a middle-aged human. Was a middle-aged human.
The fuck you mean old? My character's in his 30s.
Luke is in his 40s, appearance-wise, but he's actually lived a little longer because of vampirism, not actually... Yeah.
He's reached the stage of life where if he wakes up wrong in the bed, he has permanent back pain.
No, you guys are like... Well, actually, if you think about it, you guys are very well fit people, right? So he wouldn't wake up in back pain because he's actually more of a... his athleticism, all that stuff, because you guys do adventuring, you guys are out fighting constantly. It probably wouldn't be until he's 50 or 60 when he starts feeling like that. As a human, at least. I'm just going off of base, like, regulatory shit. I don't know. That's my opinion. Because I had, like, my grandmother, one of my grandmothers was a very, like, athletic person and would go out on, like, constant runs every day and kept in fit, and she was no pain, like, she was very spry. It was hilarious. But then it did catch up to her when she was, like, when she was doing that, she was in her 50s or 60s, and then, like, around 70s is when it started kicking her. That was a long time ago, though. Anyway. That's just my opinion. But yeah, Luke is older than Dela'Nova. Dela'Nova's technically a young dragonborn. Youngish.
Maturity-wise, Linette is in her mid-20s, I would say.
Elf maturity-wise.
I'm the elder.
Yes.
I don't look it, but I am.
We have the party nanny. We have the old young person.
Oh yeah, so dragonborns are like reach up to like 500 years old and mature adulthood 15. So yeah, no, technically Dela'Nova is still like a adult, like young adult.
500 years old.
Yes,
Wait,
dragonborns can live up to 500.
What were you gonna say, Soul or Soviet? Where you were like elderly, young, old young, old, and young.
No, you're just an elf Nobody truly knows what your age is until you reach
Uh,
like the last
Young
decade of your
Jump
life
sounds
and you
like a
shrivel like a
bad
fucking
Kobold.
kobolds unfortunately have a shorter lifespan than Dragonborn. They only can live up to 100 years old, but not very many do due to OSHA violations.
If the player handbook wanted them to survive into their elderly years, they should have given them a higher base HP.
But
It
UX
Maybe a
in
job.
technicality would be wise elder age for them. Grunk is up there for a group lead.
I still subscribe to the idea that he's not actually that old, it's just the desert.
He is like 80 years left in his aging. If he wants to go all the way to that. But he's still like 100 something years old.
Nikki, there's a little problem I have with Luke suddenly being that old.
Suddenly being what old?
If he's 40, that would make Charles in which he was a squire before he was knighted. There is a little bit of time
No, he was this. Well, okay. No, because you put your fucking age 40. You didn't brackets it. You got this done several years ago, right? So your character looks like his early 30s. Yeah, okay. Never mind. He hit or like because of his vampirism, yes, he's technically mentally 40 years old. But he's actually like young looking comparatively. Okay. My bad, I forgot about that, Luke.
I can't wait for Luke to run into a family of vampire hunters.
Huh? What?
When does he get his Dracula versus the entire Belmont lineage?
What vampire hunter runs into a desert to fight vampires?
A good one.
But why would it's the least likely place for a vampire. There's so much sun, almost always. Oh yeah, he's here, but that's a smart vampire. Go where you're least likely to find hunters.
And a good vampire hunter would expect that.
Not necessarily.
If you've been taught all your life where vampires are generally in castles in the mountains or caves and things, you're probably just gonna go to those regions and not think outside the box unless you're taught to think outside the box.
Just how many dark, shadowy, abandoned keeps can we fit in one Romanian mountainside? The truth might surprise you.
You're just in the Gnome Drakius mountains. There's just nothing but like castles every once in a while. It's like, where do these fucking come from?
Who keeps building these? Why does nobody? Why are these brand new construction? And yet it looks like nobody's lived here for fucking decades.
Alrighty.
Please skip to the festival, or I will keep rambling.
I asked if you guys wanted that or not. Just waiting for an answer.
I was waiting for them to answer, but nobody did.
Okie dokie. Let me grab all the NPCs needed for this. Do you want Junior at the party?
Probably.
Rack.
Oh shit! I forgot to tell the party
This is no
about
party
what this
for
is going
child.
to be. Oops. I forgot to mentally prepare the party for what traditional Dragonborn clothing looks like.
I'll do it right now. We have time.
Nope, it's too late.
Nothing. You're naked. Just kidding. Technically, Yin and Yang and Thrak would provide you guys with traditional outfits, which are... Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I mean, for Junior, we just take the already existing toga and we
yeah.
remove
They're really
the shoulder
balanced,
strap.
aren't they?
Togas and stuff, right. Yeah. Light cloth outfits. With different color variations and patterns on them. A lot of the symbolisms are like of scales and heads of dragons with horns, a claw symbol and stuff like that. But you notice there are 4 symbols upon the outfits that you are given, but Yin and Yang have only mentioned 2 other tribes. Oh god, this map is bright. Hurt my eyes. Doesn't need to be daytime right now, it needs to be nighttime for this. Alrighty. I didn't even pull you guys, I thought I did, but not yet. And these are your tents. I guess these guys can have these. That's fine. Alright.
Who feels like Gamba today?
Why Gamba?
I don't know, we haven't pulled from the deck in a while.
Oh god. No. That's okay. You're fine. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking
Proceed
if anyone
with
wants
your
to Gamba.
chaos. I'll put a
buddy.
theme that's perfect for what you're about to do.
Come on. Deck of many things. Who wants to pull from it?
What is this?
It's a deck of cards.
Will you predict what card I pull if I pull it?
Oh no. You don't understand. This isn't any deck of cards. It is one that could either bring you great joy or great suffering.
So changes your fate.
I cannot suffer
That's
any
Something
worse
like
fate
that.
than I am right now, so I'll grab a card.
Oh god damn it.
Okay, you're pulling a card.
Where's
Oh
the
boy, here we go.
These are I found the deck. Buried in my desk.
Oh, is it a deck time?
Oh, one moment.
Yep.
There's a lot of dust on it.
Here comes the camera. Rewind.
Yes.
Dust!
Oh, look.
Yeah, we have
there has
pulled
been
from
so
it a
much
lot.
time. I don't see my webcam on my wall anymore because it fucking fell. I taped it to my wall and the tape finally collapsed.
Well, thank you for reminding me. I do need to spring clean.
Okay. Now I gotta... Oh, right. I need...
Am I
this.
gonna... You know what?
It's
I could draw as many cards as I want.
I'm sorry for the time
No,
it is
that's
taking.
not how this works. I control the deck.
I just have so many, I haven't touched my webcam in forever, so I don't have it, like, ready to go right away. The webcam is for the players, so they can see me actually draw from the physical deck. But you guys will get to know what card when I reveal it and what it does. Where's
If
the
I
book?
draw the night or the moon, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Oh, I'm gunning for the moon card.
Gunning for the moon card. Well, okay.
I don't know
That's
if
not
moon
part
is
of...
one of the ones you've changed.
I gotta... That's right, in my booklet. Okay. Don't worry about it. That works. We're actually gonna put you up here. There we go. Y'all see? Do I need to focus it? Okay, cool. I'm gonna shuffle quickly.
That we do.
I wasn't joking about the dust. There actually was dust on my on the deck. Okie dokie. So you're pulling one card. Who's this? Who's pulling it?
Pass is pulling first, then
Okay.
I think it's going to be me, then Walworth.
Pass.
I don't know if Nooya
Oh
wants to
no.
pull. Oh no. The Void. Have you changed the Void at all? Black card spells Disaster. Your soul is drawn from your body and contained in an object in a place of the GM's choice.
Wait, this
One
is the
or more
second time this has
powerful
happened to me.
One or more powerful beings guard the place while your soul is trapped in this way. Your body is incapacitated. Which spell
So
can't restore
that is
your
normally how that card works. But remember, my decks do similar things, but do not disrupt the campaign.
soul? That's why I was asking.
So this actually does something. It does tear your soul and place it in a place as an object.
Is he a village now? It would be so funny if he's a lich or a fate sword.
Vampire Lich? I can dig that.
Your body's not incapacitated, but you do feel different. Okay. Well, transformation time. You're changing. You're no longer a vampire.
He's a lich!
From one undead to another.
He became a man. A true
Now
man.
you're a man! I'm just double checking the 2 transformations that are possible and making sure I know what making sure it's the right one I'm thinking of. Yep, that's cursed. Oh. You're a fighter, right? Okay. So, So the reason why this happens is because you're already undead.
I don't have a soul.
No, you have a soul. But your soul gets torn. Not like a fate torn. It's a little different. Part of your soul. And you do. You have that. Yep, part of your soul gets sucked into one of your weapons. The other part is whisked away. You have become a Death Knight. Instead.
That doesn't sound
Yeah.
ominous at all.
But you retain how... what level of vampire were you? You were a 2nd level vampire, correct?
Yes.
Yes, you had the combat training. Okay, so you are gonna lose some of your...
How can you be a 2nd level vampire? How does that work? Can you level up your own
Double-checking,
race?
sorry.
Nikki has a transformation system. It's how I'm becoming more in tune with being a dragon, despite not being a dragon.
You get something called Lay on Death, which allows you to
Curious?
force a con save on creatures to deal necrotic damage. And you'll get a pool of this.
I don't think any of that was explained once I became a Gorgon.
It does continue to get stronger and
partially,
stronger
anyway.
as you go on. Well, you're already undead. Your strength and charisma are going to increase. Sorry. And your weapon cannot be destroyed. If your weapon is destroyed, you can use your action to insta-fix it. You cannot be disarmed, and your weapon becomes a +3 magic weapon.
Holy shit.
It becomes...
+3 adamantine weapon. Holy shit.
We don't know which one it is. It might be... I have a feeling I know which weapon it is. It's either going to be the Dracolich Blade or the Dragon Reaver.
You're tied to this weapon indefinitely. You lose this weapon, you start gaining exhaustion until you gain the weapon, or you die. Keep that close.
Which one? Which weapon?
Exactly. What weapon? Oh wait, you get a choice of boons. Oh, actually a choice of 2 of them. Because of what you're losing. Oh shit. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Oh. I just got sent a playtest for something. So now I have to start. Choose 2 of the boons I sent you. If they're... I hope they aren't like... Okay, no, they're easy to read. Never mind, we're good. Yay. Transformation plot hideous appearance. Nice, I don't have to change this one that much. His new altered form now, it's basically the same. Same things that can cause it. Stress and stuff like that. But you turn into basically a skeleton, a fucking skeleton, with your skin starting to rot off your body as you transform.
So I would take a guess right now he probably looks like a ghoul from Fallout.
The one thing that doesn't get deleted is your misting.
Oh, that's funny.
And your
So
teeth
now I'm,
stay there as well. It's not. It's
Disappearance.
so it's basically a. You're not completely yeah, you were force transformed over, so certain things sort of hung back because you were still technically a vampire when this happened. That's all. Okay.
So, does he choose when his hideous appearance procs, or does it just kind of happen?
Yes and no.
It's
Oh.
permanent.
It's whenever he can turn it on at any moment where he looks like normal Luke. But if he's concentrating on a spell, if he becomes overwhelmingly stressed, it will happen. If they go unconscious, you'll watch their body just rot. They can choose to just reveal it themselves, or they can just turn it off. So yeah.
Would he drop it immediately, not understanding how to control it?
Up to him.
That's what I'm asking. Or do you think he would have enough control to keep up the appearance pass?
So you are gonna get 20 use. And they return every long rest. They have to make a con save versus your spellcasting, which I'm guessing is Constitution.
All of his blood magic was based on.
Oh, he gets spellcasting? Cool.
Yeah. Well, not so much spellcasting. It's just boon transformation shit. Okay. Your lay on death is now a thing. You know, cause death to people.
Important question.
Okay.
Has he changed into a type of undead that is now hurt by healing magic?
Yes.
Okay, so we can't heal him anymore.
You can heal him in different ways.
Linette looks kind of disappointed.
Well, he was never really receptive to holy healing, so nothing has really changed.
There we go. No, stop that.
I feel like I should have done something.
Alright, so next up, right?
Sounds like Nikki is still messing with things on his sheet. Give him a minute.
I sure am.
I mean,
I like how we just decided to do this right in front of the office.
we're probably
What did you pick? Undead Fortitude?
Mm-hmm.
Immune to poison and necrotic damage. There you go. Okay, well, now you know how to heal him.
necrotic or
And
poison.
correct.
I can also still suck blood.
Yes, you can still do that. That is also a thing. And would you memento?
I do believe anyone could do that.
Oh God. Oh dear Lord.
What is this that he's chosen?
Okay. Memento. When you are destroyed,
I don't like that.
It's a
your
memento
memento
mori.
stays intact. You gain a new body in 2d 4 days.
He's just a fucking lich.
He's immortal, essentially.
Great. Now the other player party on Monday is gonna come and kick his ass.
Mm-hmm. But his memento
shouldn't
is
agree with me.
something specific, so. And I'm actually, icon. Okay. Dope. So that's one card. Next. Did my camera break? No, it's fine. It was just my
fuck
Discord.
it. I'm pulling a card.
Okay. Do you want me to shuffle it more or just draw?
I'm feeling oddly confident today. Don't shuffle it.
Okay. The Fates.
The what?
The Fates.
The Fates.
That's thematically appropriate. Is this one of the ones you've changed?
The Fates, skinny booty. Oh.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. That's
Oh, a Deus
fascinating.
Ex Machina moment.
No, that's fascinating if that's how this actually works. Because there are so many things that I could just say do not fucking happen.
Ooh,
And it
do you want to
completely
cause a
changes the
split
context.
timeline?
Well, I have to...
What? You
Here's the
could bring the pillar that died back.
Except that's... You're on the right track. There are so many things that I could just say didn't happen, and it would completely change the context of multiple campaigns. However, I don't want to do
Is
that.
there any limitation to this? You can't just say that someone was never born, right? Because
Technically.
you could literally undo a fucking god.
Technically.
And all the things that they have ever done, you can wipe that from history.
I could also be very
Ah,
selfish
yes.
and
Just
do
wipe out
something.
Io. Yes.
You could do
Never
something
more. There shall
funny.
be no more magic.
There are several funny things that I've been thinking could just happen. But it would...
I
Most
delete
of
all
so
gods'
game-changing.
births.
You see,
Just kidding.
here's the thing. Pastness is nothing against you. If I wanted to go full petty with this, I could just say that Luke never existed. If I wanted to be full petty.
You could do that to anyone.
That would suck.
However, there is something infinitely funnier I could do instead. Hey, Nikki.
But do you want to spend it on a meme?
No, this would make sense in character. Hey, Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
His sister never died.
Whose sister never died?
Dela'Nova's.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, I hope you have artwork ready for that. Very well.
How would you roleplay that as you draw the card?
His memories would change on the spot. And he would know he's done this. And he would have conflicting memories. Because he would know the truth of what actually happened. And now the new memories of what happened to prevent it. You've created a point in time.
His head is filled with false memories. Oh no.
I wonder if this butterfly effect will... I wonder how this butterfly effect will go. Alright. What is next?
Question, DM.
Yes?
Would it be too much of a leap in logic if, say, for the domain that Linette is following, that if everybody's fate changed, nobody's did?
Alright, I'm back.
My brain.
Let me make
That
it
was
simpler.
deep.
If everyone pulled a card, including her, would that still fall in line with keeping the balance of fate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Linette will only pull a card if everyone does.
Alright.
Well, Grunk's not here. He can't pull a card.
I can DM him.
Everyone
if you wanna pull a
present.
card.
Sure.
Right.
I can.
I know Walworth
Just make an
said he
NPC
wanted-
do it.
While we're doing it next.
Do you still want to?
Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like the magical energies
All
coming
right.
off of this deck. And everyone seems to be gathering around it, so I'm just like peering at it.
Yeah.
And my interest is obvious.
Shuffle or keep it as the shuffled already?
Cut in half and deferred top deck, top card.
So split the deck. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. So this one. Ooh, the key.
I got the key.
Is this another one that you've...
The key.
I'll bring you a mind.
A rare or rarer magic weapon with which you are proficient appears in your hand. The GM chooses the weapon.
Oh joy. You get a unique
What class
item.
are you?
Wait, so
Oh,
what do I
you're-
select again?
Gets a keyblade. Just kidding.
So it basically, I'm guessing this is one of the
I
ones
wanna
that wasn't
die.
changed. You just get a rare or higher magic weapon that you can use. Meaning Nikki creates a item for you. You're a witch. So this is going to be funny. She's a witch. Bennett.
You can use
Oh,
daggers.
could I
you can use.
DM you something?
Can you use
I might
whips?
have something.
Are whips a simple weapon?
Yes.
No, they are not. They're a martial.
Oh.
No, they're martial weapons.
Oh, I thought they were simple.
Okay.
So the weapon could be anything, right? Could be anything that I decide it to be. Or does it have to be on a list somewhere?
I think Nikki.
The DM chooses the weapon for you.
Yeah.
Ah,
Do I not have it? Oh no. Give me a second.
I
I have an idea. Okay.
I keep forgetting that the things on the back of UX's head on the token are their horns, because they're just a really odd shape for kobolds.
what did you think they were?
No, it's just how the token
They
cuts
are,
it
yeah.
off because they're square. It's just a very odd shape for kobold horns.
Oh, yeah. It might remind you a little bit of these xenomorphs, don't they?
I mean, if it was one solid piece, yeah. There's also the fact that you have the weird. You have, like, the weird unicorn
Yeah.
horn.
I just
going
like to
out of
chop
the
this up to
center of their
be her
forehead.
age showing by her length of her horns.
Also, again, we love Junior here. Why the fuck does he have an axe blade for a beak? We can, if we're stuck in a survival situation, we can use Junior to get firewood.
Don't use my son as a goddamn axe.
I mean, then you shouldn't have given him a perfect axe-shaped beak.
Okay, that was the artist.
Okay, this is a unique weapon. This is a trick weapon, actually.
I have
You can...
trick weapon?
It's a weapon with special properties.
So a homebrew weapon.
Essentially.
It's based off of the trick weapon system from Bloodborne.
So, it is a... Defaultly is like a single blade, kind of like a short sword. But for this, it's still a simple weapon because it counts
Wait, is
itself
this a
as
snake
a
blade?
dagger. It splits into 2 blades, which allows you to use 2 daggers at once.
Yeah, snake blade. Okay.
Kind of like the Blades of Mercy in Bloodborne, essentially.
Oh wait,
Right.
so it's a dagger that splits into 2, you say?
Yes.
I would assume that there's a second blade that pulls out of the handle or something.
They're kind of like 2 blades twisted into each
So I
other.
literally just got Anduin's blade.
That was a really good poll, by the way. That was one of the better polls for like
Alright.
good things.
Alright, it's Lynette's turn.
Going off the assumption that Grunk would have pulled a card as well.
I mean, we can ask, but he's not here to do it.
Alright, well, if that is everyone, then
That's everyone
yes.
present.
She would like to take a card after shuffled.
Okay, we're shuffling.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle.
Ooh.
Honestly, this is going... Actually, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to tempt fate today.
Surprisingly well, yeah.
You've already tempted
You
by you
goddamn
saying it.
Damn you, Waller.
Balance.
Yeah, yours is just studying her blade.
Don't
but
tell me
would
what
be
it
very
is.
interested
I just
and
want
very
to hear.
enthusiastic to probably take another card.
I want to hear the DM say it, not anyone else. Okay.
Hey,
Mhm.
balance. Oh. What is your alignment?
Lawful good.
How about chaotic?
Hang on. Wait. I
Chaotic
may be
evil
wrong.
now,
I may be
big
wrong.
sir.
I may be wrong. Let me check real quick. I thought I had it some. Oh, I didn't write it down. Damn it. Okay. There are multiple versions of Linette that
There are mo-
that I had in mind. And for this campaign, I decided that she would be good of some sort. So, she's not exactly lawful.
Alright. So I've
I'm
changed
gonna
my...
say neutral good.
So I have changed this card because I don't really like... It's hard to roleplay this one, and it kind of fucks with characters a little bit. But it's actually a different one, because this is a rewarding card, in a way.
Aye.
Balance. One whose alignment is of good or evil nature will have to do equal parts good, equal parts evil in acts going forward. If this one completes a balancing act, a weapon of balance awaits them at the end of the track.
How long is this track?
So basically a challenge.
Please put the balance card in your I'm gonna put the balance card in your inventory.
Okay, everyone's pulled one. Are we feeling
Now
spicy?
this is nice. How about one more?
God damn it. Now we're tempting fate.
You see Ursa's tail just swing happily.
I would not advise that.
So if
Complete.
you're gonna pull one more card and you want it to be balanced, let Junior pull. He
I
pulled
think-
originally too.
Do we want to do that again?
Yeah,
You want to
last
go on
time-
another side quest?
No, we don't want Junior to go on another side quest.
Okay, so
Honestly,
I might have to explain a little bit what that means. Is like, so if you say you do a task that is good natured, you have to do an equal task that equals that evilly.
In evil.
In a more like evil natured way or chaotic natured way, right? So if you do something very lawful, you have to do something chaotic in return. That's the whole thing with it. You just got to do it. Technically, you got to do a total 6 times because 1 of each, but 3 acts of balance.
So this means you build an orphanage.
then you
For-
burn the rival orphanage.
No, you burn an elderly
kill-
home.
That, or you kill a bunch of parents to leave a lot of orphans to go into the orphanage.
Oh my god.
Preemptively build the orphanage, go on a pet.
So if you have a child being birthed, you had to slay another child.
Oh my
Exactly.
So good and evil can be separate from lawful and chaos.
Yes, it doesn't have to be directly evil and good. It can be chaotic and lawful as well.
So could I do a good deed,
You know,
a lawful
It might
deed, a
just be a good idea
chaotic
to
deed,
sit
and
still
then an
and
evil deed?
swash from
Yeah.
now on.
Okay, so it just can't be the same twice in a row, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
And as long as they're equal in a way, you know?
Could I do good, lawful, good, lawful?
So what's the deadline?
No, they have to have an opposite.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
You have to quite literally maintain balance.
Yeah.
So Linette is just standing there, very
So how
still,
the
in a state of like neutrality, worried about what her next action's gonna be.
Shit.
Also, Ulix, I don't think we should tempt fate any more than we have today. Not for a.
So you
Not
might
for a
also just
minute.
have to say,
As she's
"Oh,
flipping
thank you for
around
the
her-
food. You've go fuck yourself."
I got this cool blade. Ching, ching,
Hold
ching,
on.
ching, ching.
Oh, gets really good service at the restaurant. Thanks the server. Doesn't tip. Walks out.
Hey, Della, what's that over there?
First degree silly goosery.
Has to conduct at least one thing that can be labeled as criminal mischief.
Alright, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. BRB.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about drawing another card.
No, he put the cards away.
Shit.
We
Yeah.
have drawn 4. We are not tempting luck any more than we already have.
Let me draw death.
Criminal tendencies. Sigh.
Why do you want to draw death so badly?
For the fun of it, of
It's funny.
course.
The funny card
I don't
goes,
even-
Magic.
I don't even know if death works.
It doesn't
Wait.
work on me.
Hold on. What is death technically supposed to be? Because I think the way death works in
It still summons a Reaper in this
yeah.
because it's been drawn before. Not by this group, but different group.
Oh no, it was drawn by Ashlael, and it was very funny because it happened right before the boss fight. Or I guess the final combat of the entire campaign. Yeah, Reaper's Reaping Scythe. The avatar sweeps its spectral scythe through a creature with no, that's not correct. Oh yeah, Avatar of Death. Oops.
Ha.
DM,
I'm back.
could you make it clear whenever something good, lawful, evil,
I will.
chaotic happens? Okay. Knowing when exactly it happens is important.
Oh.
Wow, it feels like we spent 2 hours out here.
Ooh. Though, the other forces have taken notes. Its fates have changed. Is a weapon you are supposed to be proficient in. Well, fuck. Proficient. There you go. I guess technically you can throw it, so I'll put 20 on there. Yeah, there's a blade with a shorter blade built within it that you can pull out and have, like, basically 2 daggers. Yeah.
I don't like how I'm sandwiched in between almost 4 Dragonborns all of a sudden.
Hold on. We can make this better.
What,
We
feeling
can make this
intimidated?
better. There we go. Now you're surrounded.
Hold up. Hold up. You move. Move. Move.
Don't you like your personal harem?
What's wrong? Does Luke not like being surrounded by Dragonborn who just all happen to be men?
Himbo born?
I'll get you.
You get the other
M4.
two. You get the other two tents as your guests. Welcome to the festival. You will see various... Okay. There are close to 100 or more Dragonborns scattered around the map. There are only the tokens of the very important NPCs of this encounter. Otherwise, all of you would be lagging to shit if I put on every token that's supposed to be on here, but just pretend that there's a bunch of people running around and dancing around the tree. You'll see some people hanging up stuff on the tree, trying to get it prepared. Looks like they're just getting the end of the preparations for the party done. You also
I can guess. I can guess who the chieftain I'm here for is.
No, that's the bodyguard of the chieftain.
I thought it would have been the biggest man.
Anyways,
Oh my.
there's a bunch of Dragonborns to meet up with. One of them has a familiar name. Winky Face. Actually, that name hasn't been heard of in like years. Literal years, because he died.
What's up with this
I wonder who
tree?
recognizes him.
It seems to have been infected with
The
Aetherium,
tree's
so it
dead.
has Aetherium veins going through it, pulsating. But during the moonlight tonight, it is beautiful. It's almost creating a sort of light show in the sky, almost like the Aurora Borealis type shit. But it only around the tree, that it's like making all these lines into the sky, kind of making a light show using just the tree itself doing it. With the reflection of the moon lights.
This is incredible. I've always wanted a view like this.
Yes, if only there was a way to save a moment permanently.
Pulls out strange box from inventory. Click.
No, I'm confident that camera technology does not exist yet.
I didn't have my camera on directed. It zoomed out. Chat saw something they're not supposed to.
My bad. Sound you broke.
Oh. Oh. Look, you walk past these individuals, and this guy looks like a... You at first thought he was a white dragonborn, but then you noticed his red eyes, and his scale is sort of partially transparent. You've seen a dragonborn like this before, a long time ago. Some wizard of some kind. He was a powerful wizard that lived in the forests of the Sylvan Empire. But he was seen as a savior to the Scalic Dominion, as those arose the new king.
Mm.
The one in front of you, however, looks like a black chromatic dragon that seemed to have gone down some necromancy paths. You can sense the death off of her, being undead yourself. This question is, do you speak Draconic? Yeah, you do.
I do.
He's one of the only people in the party that speaks Draconic now.
What brings you here, outsider? I heard
Smell
there
of
was
death.
outsiders joining festival. Didn't know humans would be joining.
But that's fun, because I'm not human.
Raises brow ridge. What are you, elf?
Something more. Something that can grant you something you might seek.
Holy fuck.
God damn it, he's already trying to make brawls.
She ponders for a moment.
He's not lying.
Oh, she's trying to go beneath the surface. Kinda see if she can find an inkling of what you mean, like if your teeth are like if she would catch a glimpse of your fangs or something. That's how much, like, so, in your skeleton form, your skeleton has fangs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. In your humanoid form, it can be whatever. It can be just a normal set of human teeth, and therefore she sees nothing but you looking human. Just let me know which one it is, and let me know if she can just barely see that. And she might get an inkling of what you're talking about. Or she'll just ask you. So.
I might show my fangs at this point. Did not really give a damn, so to speak.
Okay. She will say, interesting proposition. Please wait till after the festival and we could discuss more.
Of course. It's not every day you get an offer to transcend mortality, is it?
Beyond the flesh. Alright. Are you curious about this tree? More so.
No. I'm just gonna... I don't want to immediately kick things off by starting a fight here, so...
You can observe the tree and kind of understand it a little more. The roots do sort of crack into the ground. But for the most part, it doesn't seem like it's super exposed Aetherium. This tree seemed to have... Oh, make me a nature check.
Oh boy, this is the character that's not good at nature.
No clue.
Yeah.
You're not sure whether or not this tree was moved here, or it was always here and got infected somehow by either the water, someone coming from the river and pouring the water, or this thing absorbed the water naturally without it being placed. You're not sure. It's one of the two. You will see a vastly buff dragonborn who has wraps around their hands and feet, wearing a sort of light cloth outfit, but having a belt with colors on it, as well as like a light shawl over their shoulders. She will look up at you, kind of looking you up and down. Interesting stature. Not very agile. Strong, yes.
Sometimes strength and brutality is more efficient than agility.
Can be, but also not being able to move swiftly can be detrimental.
Looks at subclass that specifically makes me move better. Sure.
Is looking up and looking at a monk.
Yeah. Sure, monks can move great. However, why move fast when I can hit you once and you explode? So what tribe do you hail?
I hail from the southern tribe, the tribe of the greatest strength than the others.
Care to elaborate?
Our leader is Chieftain Xerxes.
Looks at the large.
Sorry.
Looks at the large tent.
That is Basil.
What? The
Xerxes
hell happened
inside.
to him?
Oh.
No offense, it looks like he ate another dragonborn.
We're not sure. We think it's his diet. But he really bulked up.
You see, the token art almost made me want to... I saw, like, the shape of the head, and I'm like, oh, is this another Swobold? Look at the token art. No, that's not a Swobold. That is... I don't know what that creature is.
He is the second strongest of our tribe.
a shame that your tribe is packed with the worm.
The worm is... The worm is a savior of ours. Saved us from terrible encounters with the devourers.
Part of why I'm here.
Oh?
I'm going to look and make sure none of my party are actively within range to hear this conversation.
Your party is mostly near the tree, hanging out. Or talking to other Dragonborn. They're not near you.
Okay. The gods I serve have sent me here to unify the tribes and deal with the cannibals so that we can retake the continent that belongs to our ancestors.
Ah. Well, become chieftain, and you could unite the tribes. But just bear in
Yes.
mind, not everyone will follow at first. It'll take some time for the other ones to be trusted. I grow
Yeah,
tired
they-
of this one's laziness.
Hmm.
Though he is strong, he doesn't use his strength anymore.
Probably because he's reliant on the worm. Instead of doing something himself, why would he bother?
You know, we haven't conquered any land when he arrived. He killed that
Since
previous chieftain. Became
Since
our
the
chieftain.
worm or since Zerx?
Zerx. Though
Okay.
Zerx came with the worm,
Hmm.
proclaimed
And
that
that's-
his worm knew the way. Path forward for his brethren. But that
Hmm.
was many years ago, and that is when we did believe. We haven't seen any change other than lands lost and some unification.
Hmm.
I normally don't
Ah.
talk about our leader as such, but some tribals are starting to doubt his strength.
Yes. Unfortunately, for every one who doubts his word, there are two who are fanatics. And that has been my issue so far. My main theory is if we remove the worm from the equation, perhaps they'll see reason. They rely on something that isn't a dragon. Or their own capability.
Fair. What is this god you speak of? Is it one of the other mortal gods that the cities speak of? Is it the gods of old that our Dragon King used to worship? I say gods, but I mean our primordial ancestors.
Though he holds the title of Pillar, he has power beyond that. He's the only dragon I've met or heard of, other than the stories of the primordials, to have multiple kids.
Multi-headed dragons are stuff of legends. Sure, there are hydras, but that's not the same. Lizard freaks.
Yes,
Meaning like the primordial dragons, right?
Yes.
Rumor
Instead of
has
one.
it that one of Tiamat's spawn lives on an island to the east of here, near the Argus Isles. Is this such?
No, I come
Oh,
farther
not
from the
east,
north.
north. It's north of here. We're in
Sorry.
the Scalic Dominion. We're in the Scorched Barrens, not Turbiot. To the north of here, there's an island that's such is thought of. Are you talking about the rumored other island of dragons?
I would be referring to the land east of here. East or west?
It would be northeast from here.
The land to the north and the east of here. The place where rumored Farshara landed after they split from the Barons. He has claimed the island as his, and he even defended the island and its kinsmen from a devourer.
You mean that great serpent from the fairy tales?
Oh, I assure you it's no fairy tale, and it is now very dead. They've built a memorial around its skeleton.
Protected from the great serpent. That is a feat. It'll take others a lot more convincing, but you have me intrigued.
Who of the leaders here are more dedicated to the serpent than agitated? The two that I spoke to from the tribe we found first are tired of the ways things have been going for our kind and have been trying to find a way to seek some sort of alliance with the cities. You seem rather irritated at the lack of change.
I just think our leader fails to actually be strong. I think he gets his strength from something else. But I can't prove it.
less of a warrior, probably some sort of. With my limited knowledge, he's either sworn some sort of oath or formed a pact. By the sounds of things, if he is not as strong as he says he is.
I haven't seen it in quite some time, so I don't know. But I believe it is false. Not all of my tribesmen feel the same, as just I, myself, have thought this way. Those speak my mind as if we're out to the others. In deep trouble, I would find myself in.
I don't want to just jump right into a duel. Is anyone else going to be doing anything?
I would recommend talking to other fucking people before you just
Right.
jump right in. Because there are other NPCs out here.
Linette has been looking at this tree for a while, wondering what's up with it.
Roll me your choice, nature or arcana. Nice. Man, we rolling low today.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, with a 10, you know this is definitely not natural, and based on the size of this tree, I'm actually going to give you a different answer. You believe that the people here brought the fluids from the river and put them under the tree and sort of caused it to grow like it is now. You don't know how long they've been doing this, but you believe they've been doing this a very long time. Not always watering it with the water or liquid they get from the river, but at least enough. A month. That it has drastically changed its nature. This tree isn't a danger to anyone, unless, let's say someone of, natural magic, pumps more magic into the tree itself, causing a rupture. But you don't think anything like that would be plausible at this moment.
If it was, would there be some sort of benefit for that?
Benefit? No, it would cause an explosion.
That does sound pretty chaotic.
No. No.
I want to do
We
something
don't- we-
equally lawful after this. Exploding a
we-
tree in the middle of a desert.
We do not need a fourth
Planting
campaign setting up
trees
the
in this
magic
region
duel.
of the desert.
I honestly don't know what a lawful act would be.
Opposite
A
of that?
lawful act.
Oh, just following the rules for an indeterminate amount of time?
If I were, I think the way to look at this, a chaotic act or an evil act would be forcing the tree to explode. A lawful or a good act would be stabilizing it so it doesn't do that.
Right.
A neutral act would just be to do nothing.
Boughs on
What if
tree.
I drain this tree of its nutrients?
Oh, fuck.
What kind of nutrients?
See, okay, I have to explain something. This tree is technically living dead. It can't bear any fruit or leaves or anything like that because of the amount of etheric poison it has taken. But the aetherium is keeping the tree alive. Kinda. It still grows, like its branches and trunk still grow. It just never bears any... It can't replenish after it dies, essentially. If you drain its nutrients, it would probably wither and die for a little while until someone comes along and puts more aetherium under its roots again, and then it'll just go whoosh, back to normal.
But then I would have Ethereum for myself.
Fair enough. It seriously seems like a neutral act at it in itself. You're just gathering materials from this tree.
Well, I'm stealing.
This is nature. No one owns the tree. They're just using this spot for the festival.
Well, the opposite of giving someone a benefit without any direct, like, it's cause and effect, right? If you do good things for no reason, that's inherently good. If you do bad things at an inconvenience towards everyone, but for the benefit of yourself, then that's evil, right?
Selfish, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that would be correct.
So, well, this is obviously Linette's interpretation. So she's going to look for a place of just exposed channels, places where the roots are absorbing, and she's just going to kind of magically draw it out and into a little, I would say, like an empty potion bottle.
All right. All right. The card will now have a half of a circle on the left-hand side of the card.
She inspects it.
The left-hand side of the card now has a half circle, a sort of red tinge.
She sighs in relief and stands up and tries to hide the bottle of Ethereum before anyone sees.
Okay. Sleight of hand.
Okay.
Curious.
You specifically tried.
So many tens,
I
man.
didn't think
So
you were
equal.
pretty sly and quick about it. But there seems to be occupied people around, so not hard to be fast. How fucking tiny did you make your fucking token? Jesus Christ. It's the size, it's smaller than the dot of my cursor. Grunk ponders. Do trees bleed? Do trees have blood? Can I take their blood? These look like veins. Very weird. Very strange. Sorry. I just thought he'd say something along the lines of that, because that's probably how I would have described them if he's seen them. As you walk past Basil, you can just you can hear the movements of his muscles strain, like, oh, I don't know how to describe it. You could hear the muscles and tendons moving
I've
in his
never heard any
under
muscles
his
before.
armor. It kind of sounds like soft cracking, almost. But you turn to look at him and you see him stretching his arms and everything, and then you hear more cracks and you're realizing, oh, that's more than just his muscles. Alright. You hear a voice from inside the main tent going, Basil, quit. I can hear that from in here. You're driving me nuts. Go to your tent and do that shit there. Anyway. There are other... You guys can also talk to Yin and Yang and Thrask while you're at the festival, but they're gonna actually start amenities after a little bit.
Hey, nigga.
Yar.
Can I make an insight check? Does he seem upset walking away?
He doesn't seem upset. He make me a perception check.
Wouldn't it be insight?
Sure, yeah, insight.
Well.
You're not fully sure, but you see him like almost mutter something under his breath. And you see a soft movement of one of his arms. It's a short movement as he turns and he starts like walking. He doesn't look like he's angry stomping away, but he does seem slightly quick on his walk, his stride to the tent.
What is going on with him?
If you keep watching him, you will see him go into his tent, come out, put down a sort of bench, go back into his tent, come back out with a pipe, a long pipe, and then go back into his tent, come back out, and you see these cylindrical plates he starts carrying out.
He's getting fucking strapped with the iron. Oh yeah. He's going straight to God. This is his new favorite.
This man's going straight to God. Pulls out mirror. You're going to God. I'm just joking.
Okay. I'll talk to him in a minute. It would be rude to start walking towards someone, stop, and then walk the other direction.
You walk up to this tent, and you see a taller and lankier sort of kobold.
That's a kobold.
Yes, they're shorter than you. I say tall and lanky because compared to other kobolds, he's tall and lanky. He looks like he's taller than even CD, but shorter than most average dragonborns. Their stature is very lanky and lean, but they still seem to have muscle tone. They also have wrappings on their body and everything. It seems this tribe really favors martials and strength. Hello, I am Scorched Talon. He bows.
Why are they titled Rival or Revial?
That's his actual name.
You are unusually tall for a kobold.
Allows me to... it is great for blending in.
I see. I'm guessing you also hail from the southern tribe.
I do. Our tribe is that of strength and prowess. We see fit of warriors and bouts of strength.
Well, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that is exactly the type of message I'm here to spread to our kid on this continent.
Oh?
The new pillar of war wants to unify the people of these lands.
You see them, like, scratch their head a moment, kind of looking at the ground a little bit, then looks back up at you. What's a pillar?
A step between mortals and the divine.
Oh. So, a patron being, a powerful being like a god?
Yes. I hand him a pamphlet.
Looks at
I'm sure Tirviat has pamphlets explaining things.
Now, I want to make a joke saying that there's two different pamphlets. One written by Coldrix, and the other one made
and one written
Colvanus,
by
and the other one
there
by
would most
Dreximus.
certainly be two. I don't even need Soul's answer. There would be two pamphlets, and they'd be awkwardly stapled together.
Hey, Soul, you here?
Yeah, what's up? How's it going?
So handing out pamphlets of Tirviat. What kind of now we're making the joke that Colvanus and Dreximus would have made two separate pamphlets.
Alright. The Colvanus pamphlet looks very dignified, very intelligent, labels all the genuine progress that he's brought into Tirviat. If it's the updated version, it would have the, hey, great news, new land, Bahaval. You know, basically just labeling all the benefits. Dreximus, you want to be strong? You're gonna be strong. And basically just along the lines of
Oh
short,
boy.
dumb.
Oh, with all this speak in this one pamphlet, it feels like you
Well,
guys
who
would
can
have
argue with that?
tournaments of bouts of strength. I would be most interested in testing my might against other warriors.
Well, we do have the scales for that.
I also have scales.
No, not scales as in the... Not scales as in the bone-like carapace that makes up our outer skin. Scales like the tool that you use to measure weight.
You can measure weight?
God bless them. How many
I'm guessing he's
intelligence
also
does this
illiterate.
creature have?
Not a lot.
How many brain cells?
6 or 7.
God damn it. Well,
You can definitely tell he fits in right well with the strength part.
yeah. He, he wants to go to the gladiatorial arena. He's gonna do great. Well, I look forward to hearing of your progress.
Awesome.
I've already started on this path. We'll circle back around to Basil.
All right.
We'll let someone else.
Let's bug these ones. What is Linette and UX doing?
Linette is casually
I'm a little
walking,
tired, so yeah, not thinking about much.
casually going to one of the Dragonborn, who she doesn't know the hierarchy, so she just picks one out and assumes they're the leader. You know, just walk up and bow respectfully.
Ah, I heard you turned into a dragon. How was that?
It was very relaxing. This is not the kind of temperature I'm used to, and the scales were comfy.
Ah, sometimes they can be. But I'm glad you felt comfortable being a dragon. I've been so curious what that would be like. But I also don't trust my brethren with these potions.
Yes, sometimes human and elven skin is too delicate for environments such as this. But alas, I do not intend to live out the rest of my life here. But while I am here, this festival we're holding, I was wondering if everyone is enjoying their time.
Festival hasn't started just yet. It will start soon. There will be dancing, more. There will also be some other pleasantries for the night.
Ah, wonderful. She'll take a peek at her card and is like, say, is everyone feeling alright? Everyone's physically and mentally prepared for the festival?
He raises a brow ridge. As far as I know, we should be. I hope, at least.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Then do you need help with preparations, perhaps?
Oh, I do. Actually, I do need help.
That's great. Well, don't be modest now.
I'm setting up fireworks that I took from that I bought from a roving caravan.
I see.
You got the bootleg bottle rockets.
Notice he said take first and then corrected himself.
But
He smiles and
I'm getting a question here. Is the party for Jizernine or Corinthian, or are we going with the Kaniva suggestion?
Kaniva suggestion.
laws of war, why would you make laws for war? That seems silly.
There is no love in. Wait.
There is no.
Yeah. All right, he leads you into his tent. Inside, you will see several boxes with these strange little cylindrical canisters with like fuses in them. He goes, they're apparently supposed to light the bottom of them, and then they go whoosh, boom, pretty lights.
That does sound pretty.
Merchant I bought it from told me that they're called fireworks. He was traveling to one of the big cities to sell them off to maybe people who'd have a gathering like we're having now. And I thought it'd be perfect since we were having a gathering soon anyway. So I got them.
I see. Well,
He even gave me a discount in his Snickers.
yes.
5-finger discount.
Dragonborn are known for their bartering. I've heard.
Ah, yes. I am our storage keeper after all. I'm great at bartering.
That's incredible. She'll say dryly as she looks at him. Her mindset is very stilted in being polite and doing good and saying the right things. Just completely ignoring the fact that she literally is complicit in also stealing something.
Oh, not really. He's in technicality. You don't really know, even though you have an inkling. But the act.
What I mean is that they're both in the same like place, even though they both don't realize that they stole something.
Yeah. They're morally to Thrak. He hasn't done anything wrong.
Yeah. So, Linette is just gonna look this over and it's like, I think I can help. For free, of course. I don't expect anything in return.
Oh, appreciative. I would have paid you anyways for the help.
Oh, please don't. She looks at the box and
all right.
so you need them to light at a specific time, right?
I do. But I don't want them lighting up in here. I don't know if they would touch the sky if that was the case. I basically just need them set up around the outside of the camps.
Okay.
And then set off at... He ponders for a moment, walks outside, looks up at the sky and where the moons are set now, and you see him kind of eyeballing it. And then he comes back inside when the moons are almost aligned. Tonight
would you like
is
them all to go off at once?
Is that possible? I thought we'd have to manually light them all and run around the whole camp.
I mean, that does sound exhausting, but if we could
You're
perhaps...
telling me it's what I was planning.
If we can perhaps connect these fuses and combine them into a longer fuse, then...
His eyes widen. Why didn't I think of that?
Then we can set them up wherever we like, as long as we have enough rope or flammable... A fuse.
I think I can figure that out. Oh
We
yeah,
can figure
you're
that out.
highly more intelligent than he is.
I'll help you. I think I've done something similar with fire festivals.
Wicked.
And
Alrighty.
she will spend the time
This
kind
would
of
be seen
taking
as
the supplies within the tent. And
this would be seen as a Another circle appears on the card in the middle, this time glowing white.
She sees that, her hands kind of freeze up and is like, so I hope that's all the help you need.
So it will do it after you help
Okay,
him
okay.
get it all set up and get
Right,
the
right.
one fuse going, so he doesn't have to run around the whole camp. Man has less than 10 intelligence. He really was going to sprint across the whole map.
It's going to look beautiful, trust me.
Ah, I appreciate that a lot. My, you are quite that amazing elf. First one I've met, but amazing nonetheless.
Oh, you're too kind. And she smiles at the altruistic thing she did and will bow once again. And it's like, you can set up wherever you like. I hope to enjoy the fireworks from afar.
Ah, can't wait either. Looks outside,
She will,
up at the sky, waiting for the moment.
you'll know
Alrighty.
the perfect timing. I believe in you.
Luke!
Yes.
You walk up to this Dragonborn.
Yes, I do.
She slowly turns her head and looks at you. She, out of all the few other Dragonborns you've seen, dresses the most elegantly compared to the rest, except for the one further south. This one seems to dress like a sorceress. Ah, you must be one of the more outsiders coming to our camp today. Are you
Indeed I am.
excited about the moons that align tonight?
I am.
Quite a spectacle in this land.
And also a grand tree, alive yet dead.
It was once a marvelous grand tree. But the deserts dried up. The scorching of our ancestors of these lands. Tiamat in her rage destroyed this land. But yet we have brought life back to its tree. We kept bringing it the tears of the rivers that flow from the mountains. And it brought it life. And at night, a show of lights, almost like the souls returning to the stars.
It is a magnificent sight.
I agree. Are you one procurer of magic?
Slightly.
Hmm.
My magical capabilities are not my strong suit.
I see a aura around you that says that your magic potential is there. Oh, she can't determine that. Well, we are of the Eastern tribe, and we are that of mages, strongest of all our brethren.
So I assume you come from the same tribe as she points towards Nahirin.
Nakrin and Uriel, yes, are those of our clan, and our leader, the priestess, Marcel. She has the tent below me.
Hmm.
Sorry, below. Next to me. Sorry, looking at the screen, it's technically up and down, but we're looking at a different angle than it. Yeah, you get it.
I get it.
Sorry, I woke up super early this morning and tried to nap a little longer this morning and didn't nap long. I come from a long bloodline of draconic sorcerers. My line has never grown thin.
And may your blood flow ever strong.
Appreciate it. What land do you hail from?
I hail from the main continent, as it is usually called.
Ah. A rival continent indeed. Though their affairs have been heard of, it has been harder to find out things of the outside world due to the nations in the nations that are at war, as well as the cannibals out there eating our kin, allowing us to not even get close to the cities, even with the ones who are allowed in. Makes it hard to expand the knowledge of our children with magic. Hard to find teachers out there. With so many losses, less and less knowledgeable in magic, and more ones with only potential but no one to teach. It is a sad time for our tribe, I will say.
I am sure change will come. Because my companion points towards Dela'Nova, is trying to get the tribes to unify them, in a sense, to bring strength back to the desolated people of your kind. To take them home, as far as I know of, to where his god has commanded all of the dragonkins together and rebuilt. That means that there might still be more strong bloodlines for which you can all learn from each other. Mages, sorcerers.
Unfortunately, I don't think our chieftain would allow such things. I will say this chieftain is a lot more brutish than his predecessor.
And
Before we
that's
united.
That is not something that my friend would seem to be able to handle, as he carries with him the very hand of his god with him.
God.
Yes.
Hmm. What kind of god does another one of our kind even worship?
He's a newly ascended being,
Ah.
but he does bring with him strength and valor, something I only can respect to a certain degree.
Hmm. That is fair. Strength isn't everything. Intelligence
I
is
know.
important as well. But without knowledge, it is hard to teach our youngins our ways and magic,
I
as
see that.
we've had to lose a lot of things to the war. I'm sure with a better leader, we would be able to thrive like we once did.
We also come here as emissaries from what was called again?
Nedora.
Nedora, to bring peace talks onto the table.
Oh, our
And
neighbors of
unity
the north. Curiosity. We used to buy things from the Dora Empire, but since the cannibals arrived, we've been unable to. Sure, we had our differences with the scaled tribes of the south, but not like it has been. Much worse it's gotten. Okay. She will actually keep talking about her tribe. It's mostly about how her tribe used to be the most powerful mages, and sometimes, this is actually a fun little fact, the Nedoran Empire would actually seek out this specific tribe to find either a tutor for their children, or people like nobles would find tutors out here to tutor their children in magic because they were well prominent mages, or they'd bring them under the Pharaoh-King as their advisor, as their magic, like they're kind of like Merlin would be
Mhm.
to King Arthur, you know.
But from my understanding, that might be something that could be reinstated.
I would most certainly like that. It would allow our people to travel outside the tribes and learn things, but without losing our traditions and culture. I'm sure over time we won't have to live in caves and tents and things. We could actually live in more furnished caves and tents. She giggles. Our caves are fine. We're actually quite well established with some of our camps that are within mountains and things. We've learned to create some grand architecture within.
Understandable.
But I'm gonna move to the priestess now. She will shift her bifocals, looking you up and down.
Assessing,
Essentially.
contemplating.
She eventually crosses her arms and lets out a sort of soft sigh. I'm guessing you're here to take my hand or something. Do you wish to dance?
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Nope, he's too dumb. No. I was mainly here to speak with you.
Oh.
He is too
Normally,
mean.
a lot of the stronger, more muscly dragonkin of tribe tend to try and take me on a dance to try and impress me, but this is a first. You just want to chat. Though I will say I have never seen your face here before, so I guess I must be... No, I have not seen you before. Are you one of the outsiders, then?
Yes. I'm here specifically to unify the tribes.
Unify the tribes? That's a new one. I thought our tribes were already unified. Though, under poor leadership, unified nonetheless. Or do you mean something much grander? By your tone, you seem to be meaning something much different. Being an outsider and all, you might have... other dragonkin, perhaps?
I come from the island to the north and east.
Ah.
A newly ascended dragon has taken hold of the Pillar of War.
You come from the Farshara Isles. The land of Farshara, the far eastern Primordials land. And you come to Tiamat's to unite those tribes together? How interesting.
It's funny you mentioned it being Farshara's domain. It technically no longer is. The island is now referred to as Tirviot.
Well, to be fair, the primordial dragons are no longer around, so they are more or less, our lands. The kin that they left behind, you and I, and them. She sort of spreads her hands to the other people in the festival and stuff.
Yes.
There is much more land to conquer, you know that, right? To unite all our people, you must travel a little more east or west from your island. But from here, just a little north, Tiamat left children in the north. Bahamut left children to the south. The place called the Ice Fields, I think it is called. Once, at least. And the Tiamat Isles, to the west of the Argus Isles.
Yes.
Then in the Gnome Drakius Mountains, there should be some of our brethren hiding about. And then there's
Pretty
brethren
famous.
who have been taken within the Deadlands. Right?
That is where the crystalline tribes tend to flock nowadays.
Correct. The gem
As far-
dragons seem to have settled within forests of crystal, now deserts of crystal sands. And I thought Tiamat was destructive.
Kirviat now mainly stands as a unification of the four bloodlines.
I'm curious of who leads this unification.
I'm going to intentionally hand them the Colvanus pamphlet and leave out the Dreximus half of the pamphlet.
Why is this stapled?
Why are there staple holes here?
Alright, she reads it. Accomplishments. This is so well written out. And very meticulous. She like adjusts her bifocals a little bit, kind of moving them a little bit. Oh, interesting. Do you have a picture of this dragon?
Do not have the spell Minor Illusion. I don't think. I do
Why
not.
is there a green Cauldrix over here?
Why is there a what? Hold on.
Ignore that. He's having
You
fun
get
time
back
with the
here.
sun.
They may be here briefly, depending on how things go.
Well,
I've been meaning
a
to chat to the
god
current
can,
chieftain.
as it claims, can spare its time for mortals. That is quite interesting. Normally, the gods try to have envoys and other things to do their bidding for them, so they are not as interwoven influence to their mortals.
That is mainly the reason why I'm here. However, my experience has lent that words show little to most of the tribes.
Hard to convince Dragonkin, right?
It's just kind of like side glances across the entire map
To the man who is like 6 plates on each side of the pole and just pumping iron.
Yes, some focus more brawn over mind.
We each have our specialties. It's how we thrived as tribes in the first place. We were seen as shamans, giving insight to the other tribes, so they thought not to mess with us, as our magics were seen as intimidating to them.
Well, Tierviot does have quite the strong presence of magic. May do you try some good to mingle there, saying as though by the sounds of it things have not been going well.
Are there mage schools? And are there schools in general for the public?
Hey, that's a soul question.
So,
I mean, there is a whole. Okay, so in the West City, there is. Let me pull up. After that, which one is it again? In the West City, there's the Void Drakes who specialize in magic. That's where you go for magic. But you, based off a recent conversation, said magic on the island, at least in terms of developed magic, was pretty limited.
yeah, because even those tribes originally didn't have a lot of mages in the general. They had a lot of similarly bloodlines. Certain bloodlines would have it.
Well, if there is any magic schools, it'd be in the Western City because
Right.
there's a whole region specialized in that.
What
are the
about
magic
general school, like teaching of
Yeah.
history, teaching of the outside world, teaching of or literature, writing,
Yeah.
all that shit, even languages
Yeah,
of
that's-
other kinds.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
privilege.
that's what she's most curious of. It would be good to be able to educate our children further than what we could as roaming tribes. We used to be able to gather books and other things from the closer cities, but since the wars that broke out and the maelstroms that they call themselves arrived, we've been unable to do as such. I don't think relying on brute strength and warriors is going to keep us alive much longer. We need tactics and intellect alongside those that are strong. Otherwise, we will perish. But no one wants to stand up to the brute that is Zerx. Zerx.
Right.
It's spelled like this. Xerx. Zerk. I love the English language where you can make an X sound like K's and Z's. Gotta love it.
Well, I found him.
Well, outsider, if you plan to unite our tribes, the only logical thing here is to... Well, the only tribe you'd have to convince via your own strength. You'd have to take on the chieftain, unfortunately. Otherwise, that south tribe will not follow. But coming to me and speaking to me about your plans is very noble, and I appreciate. And based on the amenities and things that you say your Turviant has, your god, I'm willing to incline to believe if you can prove yourself. By uniting these tribes under a different lord.
It is not just Terbiot that we wish to improve, it is this place as well.
You wish to improve the scorched lands? That would be a feat. These lands are very barren and even hard to live in as it is.
Most of the corruption of the land stems from the burning caused by Tiamat. However, it's also difficult to repair due to the Ethereum that has poisoned the soil. The Empire of Nedoran is trying to figure a way to reverse that damage so that the land can be healed. I, unfortunately, have to go because I have work soon.
Yeah, I was gonna end session here right away anyways. I knew you were about to leave here soon, Z's. But
keep going with them if there's stuff they want to do.
yeah, I was going to
I'm gonna
do the
do
last little bits of things that people wanted to do.
I'm a Walward.
I know Luke wanted to do something.
Oh yes, I'm gonna do a funny.
What are you going to do?
The question is, are you gonna do it before the festival or after the festival? Chance of highly likely getting in deep shit or least likely of getting in deep shit when no one knows what you've done.
What?
And there isn't hundreds of people around you staring and wondering what the fuck you're doing.
What is he trying to do?
He needs not to know.
No. I'm just stating that bear in mind, keep this crystal clear. There are supposed to be hundreds of Dragonborn here, all from the 3 different tribes. And they're all about and near the tree, away from the tree, in some of the tents, outside the tents. They're just around. And
inside of the tree?
No, not inside the tree. That's a little fucked up. But near the tree, some of them are praying next to the tree. Some of them are watching the light show and pointing things out at each other, or like with each other. Like, some people are kissing. Some people are just dancing and having a good time.
Open display of affection? How dare?
Open displays of affection, how dare. These are tribals. There's no such thing as city law. To them, it's normal to show affection to each other in public. Kissing with tongue, what?
Why don't
No.
we just run in the streets, huh?
Just normal smooches. They're all just having a time.
You're making this so hard for me right now, Nikki.
No balls do it.
No.
No. Just wait until next session.
Yeah, you could. Next session, the festival is going to basically start, and a big speech from the chieftain's gonna happen, and I'm gonna guess that after that big speech,
I'm gonna do it next session. Not on the fall rope here. That's gonna be too much of a cliffhanger that people and myself would not be able to handle.
No, do it. Leave you guys on a cliffhanger. Do it,
dude.
That would.
I'm gonna be honest. That cliffhanger would kill past the whole week. Because it
Do
would
it.
be just the curiosity, right? What have I done? I need to know. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us for today's session of the Pharaoh-King's Blade. And thank you also for the follows, the subs, the gifted subs, the resubs, all the support you give me and my players. I really appreciate it all. And I hope you all have a wonderful afternoon, night, morning, wherever you are in the world. Bye-bye.